I built a vape vending machine business that pulls in over $1 million a year in revenue, all while barely spending 10 hours a week managing these machines. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Ethan Cohen, and I have over 100 vending machines in bars and nightclubs across 16 different cities. I started back in 2019 with a single vending machine in my frat house selling Juul pods. 4 months later, I scaled to $80,000 a month by placing vape machines in goldmine locations, bars and nightclubs. That changed everything. Today, I'm laying out the exact step-by-step process for how to start your own vape vending machine business in 2026. Whether you're brand new to this, or already have a few machines running, this video is for you. And at the end, I'm gonna share 2 tips on how I scaled this from 1 machine to a full operation and systems with a 15-person team behind me, so stick around for that. Step 1, find the right location. Let's get one thing clear. Every vending machine business, whether it's vapes, snacks, drinks, or ATMs, they all have one thing in common. They all need a location. You do not have a business without a location. For vape and nightlife vending machines, that means bars, nightclubs, casinos, and late night venues. We want busy spots with high foot traffic that are open until 2 to 4 a.m. These are the places that are gonna generate you thousands of dollars a month. Regardless of where you live, even if you're in some small town in the middle of nowhere, there's a bar where everybody goes to party on a Friday or Saturday night. Wherever the people go to partying is obviously where you want to place your machine. Now, here's how you actually find these spots. Google Maps is gonna be your best friend. You're looking for places in the downtown area that have lots of reviews, long lines, within the 21 to 35 age demographic, and are open to at least 2 a.m. on weekends. You can also check on Instagram or Facebook or Reddit for the top college bars out there. If a bar has an Instagram and they're clearly targeting that younger demographic between 21 to 30, 21 to 35, that's a strong signal. Those are the people who use vapes and nicotine pouches like Zins the most. And the best part about this business, that age bracket keeps getting bigger and bigger every single year. I literally cold DM my first nightclub location on Facebook. Within a week, I had my first vending machine installed in a club, pulling in $6,700 a month in a city I had never even heard of, Carbondale, Illinois, which is a college town for Southern Illinois University students. The location is literally everything. Get this step right and the rest becomes 10 times easier. All right, so you found a spot. Now, how do you actually pitch this to a bar owner and get them to say yes? That's step 2, pitching the location. This is where most people freeze up. They find a great bar, they know it'll crush, but then they have no idea how to actually approach the owner. You need to understand something. Bar owners are not just sitting around waiting for you to call. They're busy, they're putting out fires. Vending is not on their radar. So you need to be professionally persistent, and you need to lead with value, not with, hey, can I put a vending machine in your bar? Here's why every single bar owner should have one of these machines. Number 1, nicotine and alcohol have gone hand in hand for centuries. When people need nicotine, they're gonna go find it. And if it's not in the bar, then they leave the bar. And they often take their whole friend group with them. That's revenue the bar is losing. Your machine keeps the nicotine in-house so they keep selling drinks and increase bartender tips. Number 2, after about a few weeks, people start to know the machine is there. New customers actually come into the bar looking for the products in the machine and they'll stick around for drinks. I actually see this firsthand. So you're actually driving foot traffic for the bar. Number 3, I don't just sell nicotine. I sell pre-charged emergency phone chargers, honey packs, disposable cameras, hangover prevention gummies, cologne, mystery bags, everything someone might need between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. Now, you might be wondering about the profit split. With traditional vending, it's industry standard to not pay commissions to location, but bar owners are used to getting 50-50 splits from their ATM guys, their jukebox operators, and their arcade machines. The difference is those machines have 0 cost of goods. I actually have to buy inventory, unlike them. So when I gotta explain that and I offer a fair but lower split of around 20% of profits, then they understand. You might also think, well, won't they just say no? Maybe on the first call. But here's the thing, you're making them problem aware. They're losing money by not having one of these machines. Their customers are leaving, and what are the odds they end up coming back? It might take months to follow up with these people. But the key is the first conversation planted the seed. And be presentable. Bring a business card and a 1-page flyer with your vending offer. Wear a collared shirt. And face-to-face is the best way to close deals. Once you switch the conversation from if the machine goes in to when the machine goes in, where the machine goes in, you've already won. Okay, so you've got a location locked in. Now it's time to actually get the right machine. Step 3, buy the right vending machine. Now it's really important that you notice Getting a machine is not the first thing you do when starting a vape vending business. I can't tell you how many people hit me up saying, I just bought 3 machines, and when I ask, okay, where are they placed? The answer is, I still don't have a location, they're sitting in my garage. Do not be that person. Location first, machine second. If you're selling age-restricted items like vapes and nicotine pouches, you need a smart vending machine with built-in ID verification and a cashless payment system. That part is non-negotiable. Most people in nightlife spots aren't collecting coins or cash anyway. Now, if the venue is already 21 plus and checks IDs at the door, you might not need ID verification on the machine itself. But double check with your local laws just to be safe, since I cannot give you legal advice. I've been through it all when it comes to vending machines, the good, the bad, and straight up crazy. I started with these classic, ugly looking glass front snack machines, but a few years ago I made the major switch to smart touchscreen machines, which changed everything. These machines are compact, about the same size as a jukebox, but wall mounted, or like a massive tablet, like a massive iPad. They have a really nice LED screen, you could run ads on them, and it's not some big bulky machine you're probably picturing. Machines will run you anywhere from about $4,000 to $6,000 depending on the model and the capacity. Some hold 15 different products, some hold 40. You want to match the machine to the location. And if you don't have money right now, don't let that stop you. There's 0% interest credit cards, equipment financing lenders, and if you have a location, you can find them. Choose a machine that fits your products, your location, and your compliance needs. Get this right and your machine practically sells itself every single night. All right, machines on the wall. But what do you actually stock in this thing? And what kind of margins are we talking? That brings us to step 4, stocking the right product. The biggest mistake beginners make is choosing the wrong products. Your vending machine needs to sell high demand, high margin items that people buy on impulse in nightlife settings. This is the economics of desperation. Drunk people plus cool essential items they need right now equals money. And here's what sells best in bars and clubs: vapes and zins. These are the high demand, high margin, and the go-to items for anyone on a night out. I'm buying vapes for about $9 and selling them for about $30. I'm buying zins for about $4 and selling them for around $13. Then you've got hangover helpers, hangover prevention gummies, liquid IV, Advil. I got essentials like portable pre-charged phone chargers, gum, mint, disposable cameras, condoms, honey packs, and one of my personal favorites, mystery bags. These are small, fun items wrapped in a surprise bag. They create curiosity and they sell fast. I sell all my products for 15 to 25% higher than your average convenience store or gas station down the street. Why? Because I'm in the business of selling convenience. These people have alcohol in their systems. They've got their blood flowing. They're not gonna let any, an extra $5 stop them from making a purchase and leaving in the middle of the night to find it cheaper. That's just gonna ruin their night. This is why when you go to a concert, the beer's at least $15 and they're selling you water bottles for $10. Do not be price shopping. Your job isn't to guess. Your job is to give people what they already want. Go out on a Friday or Saturday night. Watch what people ask for. Talk to the bartenders, servers, security. They know what their customers are always looking for, especially the bartender. Run a poll on your socials. Ask your friends. You don't need the perfect product mix from day one. Start with proven sellers. Watch what moves. Try new things and tweak as you go. Let your customers tell you what they want. The data from my machine's sales dashboard, there's also a really nice mobile app, by the way, shows me exactly what's moving and what's not. Then I just optimize from there. Okay, so you've got the location, the pitch, the machine, and the products. Step 5, scaling. This is the most important step because at the end of the day, this is what separates the people making a few $1,000 from vending as a side hustle and the people making hundreds of thousands and millions. And it's actually simpler than you think. It's pretty basic actually. Reinvest your profit. Take the money from one machine and buy the next one, and the next one, and then the next one. That's exactly how I scaled from one machine in a fraternity house to over 100 machines across multiple states. When it comes to getting more locations, it's literally just a rinse and repeat of the steps I just laid out for you. Each machine you install is social proof for the next pitch. Hey, I already have 5 machines in bars in this city, and by name dropping a few of the names of these spots, it's different than I'm just getting started. Now, for actually running the thing, you don't have to do all the restocking yourself. I hired a part-time route driver very early on. My machines get restocked twice a month, so I never had to do the heavy lifting. Delegating that step saved me a ton of time to focus on sales and scaling. And you might be thinking, sounds great for you, but can a normal person actually do this? Well, each of my machines averages around $1,163 a month in revenue, and my best performing ones do over $5,000. You don't need 100 machines to change your life. Even 5 well-placed machines can replace a full-time income. If you stopped after the first few machines, you'd never be here. This one step, reinvesting and scaling, is what turns vending into a serious income stream instead of just a side hustle. Now, before you go, I promised you 2 tips on how I actually started scaling this thing. Tip number 1, augmented reality. Just telling the bar owner about your vending machine isn't enough. Humans are visual learners. You have to show them things. I use a tool that lets me show bar owners exactly what my machine would look like in their venue, right down to the exact dimensions. Literally see it on their wall. It's so cool. I pull it up on my phone, point it at a wall, and they can see it right there. That one move increased my closing rate by 75%. Tip number 2, use your existing locations as referral machine. Let me explain. Once you have a couple of machines up and running, you can go to your bar owners, GMs, and bartenders who work at those bars where you have those machines, and you tell them like, hey, do you know any other great venues in your area where you think these machines would crush it? You go from pitching strangers to getting them warm intros. That's a completely different conversation. That's how I went from grinding every single location to having locations literally come to me. Now, you can go out and build this thing on your own, or you can plug into a system that's already proven. I'm currently franchising my nightlife vending machine business called Pod. It's the first nightlife vending machine franchise in the entire country. If you become a franchisee, we've got every single step in this video, plus a lot more covered for you. From the machines to the inventory to the pre-vetted locations. You get 4 days of hands-on training at our headquarters in person in Dallas. Our team also flies out to your city to help you set up your first machines, get them stocked, and make sure they're up and running. We also run local campus ambassador programs to keep your sales pipeline hot with fleets. You get a protected territory. You also get 24/7 support and coaching for life and growth visits. We literally come see you in person multiple times a year. So if you're serious about getting started, click the link in the description below. Is this right for everyone? Definitely not. Definitely not. But if you're ready to start your own nightlife vending machine business and you're serious and you have at least $25,000 in liquid capital and you want to save tens of thousands of dollars in costly mistakes, apply below. And if I like your application, I'm going to have one of our franchise growth advisors give you a call within 24 hours. See you in the next video.